dominating his rivals, winning game after game. The opposition has never been as heated, as fierce, both elite chess tournaments in the world.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 U.S. Chess Championships. Over the next month, you'll see America's best battle for national titles and a prize fund totaling more than $330,000. While the COVID pandemic keeps us from being together in person, I'm happy to be joined virtually by the past, present, and future of American chess. My name is Tony Rich, and I'm the executive director of the St. Louis Chess Club. We've been organizing and sponsoring national championships since 2009, and I must admit, this one looks quite different. Normally, the opening ceremony day would be filled with last-minute details, making sure the flower arrangements are set, DGT boards are wired and tested, and spectator areas are stocked with snacks and drinks. While we can't be together this year in person, we can enjoy watching these talented players at the top of their fields battle it out while hearing the play-by-play from our commentators, Yasser Seirawan, Alejandro Ramirez, Maurice Ashley, and Jennifer Shahade. Jeanne Sinquefield is the co-founder of the St. Louis Chess Club. She's been a lifelong supporter of Scouts BSA and was instrumental in the creation of the Merit Badge for chess. What some of you may not know is that she's also a published chess author. With more details and other words of encouragement for the players, I ask now that you give your attention to Dr. Jeanne Sinquefield.
I'd like to welcome the best chess players in the U.S. who are playing in 5 tournaments based on chess ratings and tournament success. This includes the U.S. Girls Junior Championship, the U.S. Chess Junior Championship, the U.S. Chess Senior Championship, the U.S. Women's Chess Championship, and the U.S. Chess Championship. Now, thanks go out to the St. Louis Chess Club and Spectrum Studio and Kevin here for arranging these online tournaments and the streaming of games. This makes my husband, Rex, who I call the godfather of American chess, very happy. I'm also very happy to see the increase in chess in the U.S. Over 250,000 scouts have earned the Chess Merit Badge. The St. Louis Chess Club has also been focusing on finding and growing American chess through videos, classes, and hundreds of tournaments. To help beginners and support chess coaches, I wrote a booklet last year entitled Learn to Read and Write Chess. Chess literacy is necessary to play in these tournaments. This year, the St. Louis Chess Club, in addition to making the English version available for free on their website, is offering the booklet for free in 7 other languages. That includes Dutch, Romanian, Indonesian, French, Spanish, German, and Filipino. So big thanks to my chess friends for these translations. I did help on the Indonesian version. So now normally I get to ring the bell and start the tournament, but I have a problem with that. So here is my solution. My scouts made me a chess set on a laser. You can see this. And so I'm gonna make the opening move, E4. So let's have fun with the tournaments. Good luck, everyone.
And Bobby Fischer did say E4 is best by test, so thanks, Jeanne. You know, Jeanne's husband, Rex, has been a driving force in American chess since at least 2008. You know, Rex learned the game when he was a youngster, and he even had the opportunity to meet Bobby Fischer in the 1970s. After his retirement from Dimensional Fund Advisors, Rex moved back to the area and founded the St. Louis Chess Club. And since the club opened, with the support of Dr. Jeanne and Rex Sinquefield, St. Louis has truly become the epicenter of American chess. Now, this is exciting. You guys probably have heard that we have announced plans for an expansion last year, but the chess club has actually taken over some of the space going down the corner of our block here. It's been exciting to watch the process unfold, and with more details, please welcome the founder of the chess club, Rex Sinquefield.
Welcome players and everyone to the 2020 U.S. Chess Championships. Jeanne and I wish that these tournaments could be played at the St. Louis Chess Club in its usual classical format. However, we are grateful that the championships are not canceled, but are being played online in a rapid format. Although 2020 has been a challenging year for most in some manner, Jeanne and I hope that we can brighten the chess world by announcing the 20,000 square foot expansion of the St. Louis Chess Club. To give a quick overview of what will happen, Kingside Diner will be moving across the street at the corner of Euclid and Maryland in the former Gamlin space. The chess club will then expand east and west into existing Kingside Diner space and the former Brennan's space. In the former Culpeper space on the corner, there will be a new small plates chess-themed restaurant, and the former Froyo space will be a new entrance with an elevator for the expansion. We estimate that construction will be completed by spring-summer of 2021 and hope that the tournament space will be ready for the 2021 U.S. Championships. Again, I wish you were all here in person, but we'll have to wait until next year to see everyone. Good luck to all of you, and I look forward to watching some exciting chess this month. Thank you.
I can't tell you how exciting the expansion is. I mean, really, it's a dream come true. It's probably the biggest news that has come out of the St. Louis Chess Club since we opened 12 years ago. So once the world allows it and we're able to be back together in person, I can't wait to welcome you all to St. Louis to check out the new and improved St. Louis Chess Club. Now, with a few words and well wishes, please welcome Missouri Governor Mike Parson.
Hi, I'm Governor Mike Parson, and here in Missouri, we are proud to host, along with the St. Louis Chess Club, this World Champion 2020 Championship chess matches that will be today. I want to thank everybody for taking part in this virtual event. And I want to wish all the people that's been involved in the 5 tournaments the best of luck in the days to come. Thank you, and God bless.
Now, we've talked a lot about the 5 national championships, but really let's dig into some of the details and get into what these events really are. First of all, this year's U.S. championships, instead of being classical chess, will be rapid chess in a round-robin format, or all play all. The U.S. Girls Junior Championship, the U.S. Junior Championship, and the U.S. Senior Championship are each 9 rounds, 3 days, 3 rounds per day. The U.S. Women's Championship and the U.S. Championship tack an extra day on, with 3 rounds per day over 4 days. Now, as I mentioned, this is a rapid chess tournament, which means the time control is much faster. The players will be competing at a time control of a game in 25 minutes with a 5-second increment. And don't worry, you ultimately will see a winner of all of these championships because playoffs are happening. We will crown our national champions. Now, our first event that we'll kick off with is the U.S. Girls Junior Championship. It's a new event that started in 2017 here at the St. Louis Chess Club. This year, the event runs Friday through Sunday, October 9th through the 11th, and features a $10,000 prize fund. There's an additional $6,000 scholarship to the winner of this tournament, thanks to the generous support of U.S. Chess and the Dwayne Barber Foundation. Now, let me introduce some of these young, talented girls to you. We'll start off with the reigning U.S. Girls Junior Champion. That's International Master Carissa Yip. We also have International Master Annie Wang, Women's Grandmaster Jennifer Yu, Women's International Master Emily Wynn, Women's International Master Talia Cervantes, Women's FIDE Master Martha Samadashvili, who is the reigning National Girls Tournament of Champions winner, Women's International Master Rochelle Wu, Women's FIDE Master Sophie Morris Suzuki, Women's Candidate Master Ruiyang Yan, and the wild card pick for this tournament is Women's Candidate Master Alice Lee. Now, in just a moment, we're going to take a peek into the players' meeting from about an hour ago, where the competitors drew lots. Now, drawing lots is important because it sets the stage for who will play whom, what order, and with which color. But before we dig into that, let's take a look at how last year's U.S. Girls Junior Championship went down.
The 2020 U.S. Girls Junior Championship features 10 of the strongest female chess players in America under the age of 20. Over the course of 9 rounds, these competitors will battle for $10,300 in prize money and bragging rights as the best young female player in the United States. Last year's defending champion Carissa Yip won the $3,000 first place prize with an impressive score of 7.5 out of 9, with 13-year-old Rochelle Wu finishing just a half a point behind. With Annie Wang, the 2018 Women's Championship runner-up, and Jennifer Yu, the 2019 Women's Champion, now joining the fray, the incredible field will make this year's Girls Junior Championship a hotly contested event.
Girls, what you're going to do is when I call your name, you're going to choose a color and a piece. You can see that we have the white pieces at the top and the black pieces at the bottom, and we have 5 different pieces. And so when I call your name, you're going to just call out a piece and a color. So this is the US Girls Junior Championship drawing of lots. And first up, I would like to invite Carissa Yip, who I believe is the defending champion in this event. So Carissa, can you please go ahead and select a color and a piece, please?
I'll take a Black Knight.
Black Knight. So Carissa wants this one, which is the Black Knight. And Carissa, your pairing number is going to be number 7. All right, next on the list, I have Annie Wang. Annie, can you go ahead and choose one of the remaining pieces and colors, please?
Can I take the White Bishop?
White Bishop, that's this one up here. And that's pairing number 10 for you. Next, we have Jennifer Yu. Jennifer, can you go ahead and please choose a piece and a color?
Can I get the Black Rook?
Black Rook. That's right there. That's number 1. Talia Cervantes, you're next up, please. So please go ahead and choose one of the remaining pieces and colors.
I'll take the White King.
White King. White King is number 8. Emily Wynn. Emily, can you go ahead and choose the next one, please?
White Rook.
White Rook is number 9. Martha Samadashvili. Martha, can you choose a piece, please?
I'll have the Black Bishop.
Black Bishop is pairing number 2. Ru Yang Yan. Ru Yang, can you please go ahead and choose a piece?
The White Knight.
White Knight is pairing number 6. Sophie Morris Suzuki, can you please go ahead and choose a piece?
White Queen.
The White Queen is pairing number 5. Rochelle Wu, you're next.
I'll take the Black King.
Black King is pairing number 3, and that leaves Alice Lee. Alice, I assume you want the Black Queen?
Yes.
Okay. And that's pairing number 4. So that concludes the pairing numbers for the US Girls Junior Championship.
All right, so that means Friday we'll see the following matchups in the first round. On board 1, hanging the white pieces, will be reigning U.S. Women's Champion Jennifer Yu against Annie Wang. Martha Samadashvili will play the white pieces against Emily Wynn. Rochelle Wu will have white against St. Louis and Talia Cervantes. Alice Lee will have the white pieces against Carissa Yip. And finally, Sophie Morris Suzuki will have the white pieces against Ru Yang Yan. That all starts on this Friday. It'll be very exciting to watch. Now, I first met our next speaker, Lyda Krewson, when she was the alderwoman of the Central West End. In 2017, Lyda became the city's first female mayor, replacing the long-term mayor, Frances Slay. Now, a lot of the players on here are probably reacting because they remember Mayor Slay always being at the opening and closing ceremonies, his excitement and congratulations that he would share with all of the players. And we're honest to have that torch passed now to our new mayor of the city of St. Louis. And I'm proud to welcome Mayor Lyda Krewson with some warm words of her own.
Hi, I'm Lyda Krewson, Mayor of the City of St. Louis. On behalf of the city, I would like to welcome all players, wherever you are across the nation, to the 2020 U.S. Chess Championships, virtually right here in St. Louis. Although you are not able to play physically here at the St. Louis Chess Club in the Central West End, we are so excited that the competition is online. We, the City of St. Louis, are so thrilled to host and support this national competition during these very interesting times. I'd like to thank the Sinquefields for their vision and support of not only the City of St. Louis, but of my neighborhood in the Central West End and the Chess Club of St. Louis. We, the City of St. Louis, wish all of you the very best of luck over the next month as you compete in 5 U.S. championship competitions. Thank you and good luck.
Our next event is the U.S. Junior Championship. Now, that's a tournament that started in 1966. In fact, you'll see some of the previous winners here in our tile of player pictures, including Larry Christensen, Patrick Wolf, Hikaru Nakamura, and Ray Robson. This year's Junior Championship will be October 13th through the 15th and features a $20,000 prize fund. Additionally, here we have another $6,000 scholarship to award thanks to the generous support of Dwayne Barber in U.S. Chess. Our players this year are star-studded, and it starts off with the 2,700-plus prodigy chess player, Grandmaster Jeffrey Zhang. And also we have Grandmasters Sam Sevian and John Burke, Nicholas Cheka, International Master Praveen Balakrishnan, International Master Joshua Shang, Grandmaster Brandon Jacobson, our wildcard pick for the tournament, International Master Christopher Yu, the U.S. Junior Open champion, FIDE Master Christopher Shen, and finally, the Denker Tournament champion, International Master Bryce Tiglin. I would like to point out and recognize the 2019 U.S. Junior champion, Awander Liang, who was unable to compete this year in the Junior Championship, but he will make his qualifier appearance and take that spot in the U.S. Championship later this month. Just as we saw with the Girls Junior Championship, these junior players drew lots a while ago. We'll check that out, but first, let's look back at last year's event.
The 2020 U.S. Junior Championship features 10 of the strongest chess players in America under the age of 20. Over the course of 9 rounds, these competitors will battle for $20,600 in prize money and bragging rights as the best young player in the United States. This year's competitive field will showcase 7 players who are among the top 100 juniors on the planet, including world number 5 Sam Sevian and world number 2 Jeffrey Zhang, who won the World Junior Championship in 2016. The future of U.S. chess is on full display in what should be an intense battle all the way to the finish line.
So this is the US Junior Championship drawing of lots, and I'd like to start with I think the defending champion is not actually playing in the US Junior this year, so we're going to start down the rating list and go with Jeffrey Zhang. Jeffrey, if you can go ahead and please choose the first piece.
White Rook.
White Rook, and that is pairing number 8. Sam Sevian, if you can please go ahead and choose the next one.
The Black Queen.
Black Queen, pairing number 10. John Burke, you're next on my list. John, if you could go ahead and choose a piece, please.
The White Queen.
The White Queen, pairing number 3. Nicholas Cheka. Nicholas, can you go ahead and choose a piece, please?
I have the Black King, please.
Yep. The Black King is number 5. Brandon Jacobson. Brandon, if you could choose a piece, please.
Black Bishop.
Black Bishop is number 6. Praveen Balakrishnan. Praveen, if you could choose a piece, please.
White King.
White King. Pairing number 7. Joshua Shang, can you please choose a piece?
Give me that White Bishop.
White Bishop is number 9. Christopher Yu, can you please choose
White
a piece?
Knight.
The White Knight is number 1. Bryce Tiglin. Bryce, if you can choose a piece, please.
Black Knight, please.
Black Knight is number 2. And Christopher Shen, I believe you're going to want the Black Rook. Yep. And that is indeed pairing number 4. And that concludes the drawing of lots for the US Junior Championship.
Now, don't forget the U.S. Junior Championship starts on October 13th And whenever we begin with round one, these are the pairings that we'll see. Starting off with the white pieces, we have International Master Christopher Yu against Grandmaster Sam Sevian. Bryce Tiglin will have white against Joshua Sheng. John Burke will play the white pieces against Jeffrey Zhang. Christopher Shen will square off against Praveen Balakrishnan. And Nicholas Cheka will face off against Brandon Jacobson. Those are some pretty exciting pairings. I know the kids are going to be preparing and studying and working really hard to be able to do their best in these championships. So speaking of which, I'd like to take a couple of moments now just to ask some questions of a couple of the players in the fields here. I'll start off with Patrick Wolf, who's competing in the U.S. Senior Championship. As I mentioned earlier in this opening ceremony, Patrick was actually one of the players to win the U.S. Junior Championship, and he did so in 1987. He then, of course, went on to win the U.S. Championship, too, a couple of times. So not too bad. Not too bad there, Patrick. My question that I have for you is really related to these junior players and the junior events. What advice would you have for the up-and-coming junior players today?
Well, I might be asked this question now.
What's that, Patrick?
Am I being asked now? What advice do I have
right now?
for
You're live. You're in the hot seat. Let's see what you have to say.
So what? I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question? What advice do I have for the junior players? Is that what you were saying?
Exactly right.
Actually, I'd like to ask them for advice. But no, I think just keep doing what you're doing, have fun, and I'll be watching your games for good opening ideas.
They always say that the junior players are on top of the openings and the current novelties and theories of the day. So thank you very much for that, Patrick. Next question I have is for one of the youngsters, Carissa Yip, the reigning U.S. Girls Junior Champion. Carissa, my question for you is, what has life been like during the pandemic? What's changed? School, your chess studying, your friends? How has life changed for you? Looks like Carissa has become Larry Christensen in this moment, but maybe we'll ask Larry a question. Larry, you're one of those guys who is a legend in American chess. Your skills and your talent. In fact, I remember whenever you used to do the national simul's with Church's Chicken, the good old days. Can you tell me, I think from your perspective, I'm sorry, we'll come back to you, Larry, just a moment. Carissa hears me now. Carissa, did you catch my question? What's changed for you during the pandemic?
But, what was the question again?
Can you tell me how your life has changed now during the pandemic with school and chess and your friends? How is life different during the pandemic?
Yeah, so I'm basically just at home all the time now. And school has been pretty busy for me, so I actually haven't had much time for chess and stuff. I guess I shouldn't have let my competitors know that, unless I'm trying to psych you guys out. You may never know. But yeah, I miss my friends a lot, but I'm trying to self-quarantine, stay socially distant from people until the whole pandemic is over.
So what is it like with your friends then, Carissa? Are you spending time on Zoom meetings with them or playing games online? How do you stay in touch?
Oh yeah, I FaceTime them all the time. We do homework together, chat. It's not really the same as in real life interaction, but for the meantime, it's good enough.
I understand that. I think we all share your sentiment. It is right now, all we can hope for is good enough until we can all get through this crazy pandemic. I do want to go back to Larry Christensen, though, because I had an important question I'd like to ask you, Larry. The U.S. Senior Championship field, or senior players in general, have really done some amazing things in the past few years. I think you guys have won the World Senior Team Championship 3 years running. Obviously we have a lot of very strong talent. What do you attribute that to? How do you attribute this golden age of senior chess in the United States? And while we get Larry back, I just want to remind you that the Senior Championship will be October 17th through the 19th and features
Yeah.
$50,000
Here we
in
go.
prizes.
Back again.
Go ahead, Larry.
Yes,
I can hear you.
we have a very talented, large group of talented seniors, and way up to the mid-70s. I think Jim Charjan's tearing up the playing fields of Europe. He was a little bit. And we just have a good, active, smart group of very talented young, seniors.
So do you think there's something to be said about the fact that our seniors, like I said, have won the past 3 World Senior Team Championships? You seem to have a lot of camaraderie amongst the teams, too. There's a lot of jovial nature, and everybody seems to really get along. Is that the truth, or is this all just for show?
No, that's fake. That's all fake. We all hate each other in private. In the reality, it's war. But we put on a good show for the public. That's really what it is.
That you certainly do. It is quite a show, and we can't wait to get into that. Before we dig into the senior champion. Yeah, before we dig into the senior championship, though, our next guest is Carol Meyer. Carol Meyer took the reins as the executive director of U.S. Chess in 2017, as she put it, at a time of unprecedented excellence. In 2017, we won the gold medal at the Olympiad in Azerbaijan, and our young players just claimed 4 world championship titles at the World Cadet and World Youth Championships. Carol and U.S. Chess have been wonderful partners with the St. Louis Chess Club, from scholastics to national championships and everything in between. So it's my pleasure now to welcome Executive Director of U.S. Chess, Carol Meyer.
It's a pleasure to be asked to participate in this year's virtual opening ceremony for the U.S. Chess Championships. What a lineup of events over the next almost 3 weeks, showcasing U.S. Chess's top talent at the highest level of the game. U.S. Chess is grateful to the St. Louis Chess Club for working with us to ensure these important events continued in spite of challenging circumstances this year. We have every confidence in the club for its ability to hold these events in a way that honors the game and ensures its integrity. The St. Louis Chess Club has created an unprecedented legacy of support for our top players. This year is no different. On behalf of U.S. Chess, I'd like to personally thank Rex and Jeanne Sinquefield for their commitment to the game, along with the wonderful team led by Joy Bray and Tony Rich that make these events so special. I'd also like to thank Dwayne Barber, who, along with U.S. Chess, is providing matching funds for the first place scholarship for the U.S. Junior and U.S. Junior Girls events. I look forward to tuning in beginning October 9th to watch some great games and to see the ultimate crowning of the 2020 U.S. Champion and the 2020 U.S. Women's Champion. Thank you for making this year's events possible, and I wish every player good luck in all their games.
So I mentioned this resurgence of senior chess, especially here in the United States. And one of the events that have spurred that along was the new U.S. Senior Championship that just started last year here at the St. Louis Chess Club. The event is October 17th through 19th this year, and as I mentioned, there's $50,000 on the line. Our senior championship field is the star-studded list of every chess player you've ever heard of from the United States, including Grandmaster Larry Christensen, Grandmaster Gregory Kaidanov, Grandmaster Igor Novikov, the reigning U.S. senior champion, Grandmaster Alex Shabalov, Grandmaster Alexander Golden, Grandmaster Patrick Wolf, who maybe hasn't played so much active chess over the past few years, but is certainly a force to be reckoned with, Grandmaster Joel Benjamin, the wild card pick for this event, Grandmaster Alex Yermolinsky, the U.S. Senior Open champion from 2019, Grandmaster Dmitry Gurevich, and we round out the field with the U.S. Senior Tournament of Champions winner, FIDE Master Shelby Getz. And now it's the seniors' turn. Let's check out the inaugural U.S. Senior Championship from last year, and then we'll dive right into the drawing of lots.
The 2020 U.S. Senior Championship features 10 of the strongest chess players in America over the age of 50. Over the course of 9 rounds, some of the most decorated players in U.S. history will do battle for the prize fund of $50,000. This field of accomplished veterans, which includes 2019 champion Alexander Shabalov has racked up 13 U.S. championships, 27 World Open victories, and numerous Olympiad appearances between them. Championship DNA will be on full display in a tournament where every participant knows what it takes to bring home a major title.
So this is the US Senior Championship drawing of lots, and I am going to start with the defending champion, I believe is Alexander Shabalov. Alexander, if you can please go ahead and choose the first piece.
Black bishop, please.
You want the black bishop, and you are pairing number 8. And now I'm going to go down in rating list order. So Larry Christensen. Larry, if you can choose a piece, please. Larry, are you there?
Oh, White King, sorry. No.
White King, that's okay.
Senior moment.
We've got some time. So, and then Igor Novikov, if you can choose the next piece, please.
White bishop, please.
White bishop, and that is pairing number 5. Patrick Wolf. Patrick, if you can choose a piece, please.
Black rook.
Black rook. And you are pairing number 10. We're going to go to Gregory Kaidanov next. Gregory, if you can choose a piece, please.
White rook, please.
The white rook is pairing number 1. Alexander Goldin, if you can choose a piece, please.
White knight, please.
White knight. And that's pairing number 9 for you. Joel Benjamin, if you can choose a piece, please.
Black knight.
Black knight is pairing number 3. Alex Yamolinsky. Alex, can you choose a piece, please?
Black king, please.
Black king. Pairing number 4. Dmitry Gurovich, if you could choose the next one, please.
Black queen.
Black queen is pairing number 2, and that leaves Shelby Getz. Shelby, if you can choose a piece.
I don't have a clue.
Okay.
White queen.
White queen. And we will give you pairing number 7. Thank you very much. That concludes the drawing of lots for the 2020 US Senior Championship.
Round 1 of the U.S. Senior Championship will begin on October 17th. Don't forget to tune in and watch all the action. And let's see what those round 1 pairings will be. Starting with the white pieces, we have Grandmaster Gregory Kaidanov against Grandmaster Patrick Wolf. Dmitry Gurovich will face off against Alexander Golden. Joel Benjamin will have the white pieces against Alex Shabalov, while Alex Yermolinsky will square off against Shelby Getz. We wrap up the U.S. Senior Championship field with Igor Novikov having the white pieces against Larry Christensen. So don't forget, tune in October 17th to follow all of your favorite U.S. Senior Championship players and all of the action here live. Now, a tournament that we have next is the U.S. Women's Chess Championship. It dates back to 1937, and it was actually one of our first national events that we held here at the club. This year's event will begin October 21st and run through the 24th, and will include a $100,000 prize fund. The field is star-studded as well and includes some of the best female players in the country. We start off with Grandmaster Irina Krush, International Master Anna Zatansky, the reigning U.S. Girls Junior Champion, Women's Grandmaster Carissa Yip, Women's Grandmaster Tatev Abrahamyan, International Master Annie Wang, Women's Grandmaster Jennifer Yu, who is the reigning U.S. Women's Champion, Women's International Master Emily Wynn, Women's Grandmaster Sabina Foiger, Women's International Master Ashrithwa Eswaran, Women's International Master Talia Cervantes, and International Master Dorsa Derekshani as a wild card pick. And our final wild card pick is Women's FIDE Master Martha Samadashvili. You know, it was exciting last year to watch young Jennifer Yu win her first U.S. Women's Championship. Let's take a look at her road to victory and check out this year's drawing of lots.
The 2020 U.S. Women's Championship will showcase 12 of the strongest female chess players in the United States. Over the course of 11 rounds, this elite group of chess fighters will compete for a prize fund of $100,000. Reigning champion Jennifer Yu will attempt to repeat her magical run from last year.
It's a really strong tournament, and I've never done this well before, so.
But 7-time champion Irina Krush, 4-time champion Anna Zatonsky, and the rest of a strong group of competitors will look to prove which queen should stand atop this year's throne.
So as you've seen now, ladies, we've added pawns to the selection choices so that we have 12 drawing of lots. And I'm going to start with the current defending champion, who I believe is Jennifer Yu. So Jennifer, if you can go ahead and please select the first piece.
Can I have the white pawn, please?
The white pawn. And the white pawn is pairing number 7. Irina Crush, if you can choose the next one.
Can I have the black pawn, please?
Sure. That is pairing number 9. Now Anna Zatonsky.
White king.
The white king. It's pairing number 5. And Carissa Yip.
I'll take the black king.
The black king. Pairing number 6. Annie Wang.
Can I take the white rook, please?
White rook is pairing number 10. Tatev Abrahamian.
Black bishop.
Black bishop is pairing number 1. And Talia Cervantes.
White bishop.
White bishop. Pairing number 12. Emily Wynn. Emily.
Can I have the white knight, please?
White knight, yeah, sure. Pairing number 3. And Dorsa. Derek Sherman. Dorsa, can you select a piece, please? Is Dorsa here? Dorsa, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can't hear her. She's talking, but she doesn't realize we can't hear her.
Right. Dorsa, we can't seem to hear you right now. If you'd like to type it to me, you can go ahead and type it in the chat. White queen. Okay, so Dorsa chose the white queen, and that is pairing number 11. Ashritha Eswaran.
Black knight, please.
Black knight is pairing number 4. Sabina Feuser.
Black queen, please.
Black queen. That one. Pairing number 2. And Martha Samadashvili.
Black rook.
Black rook is pairing number 8. Thank you, ladies.
The U.S. Women's Championship will begin on October 21st. And don't forget, you can always tune in to uschesschamps.com to follow all of these events with the great Grandmaster commentary team that we have. Jennifer Shahadi, Yasser Sarwan, Maurice Ashley, and Alejandro Ramirez. So let's take a look at what the U.S. Women's Championship head-to-head matchups will be for round 1. Starting with the white pieces, we have Tatev Abrahamian against Talia Cervantes. Sabina Feuser against Dorsa Derek-Shani. Emily Wynn will face off against Annie Wang. Ashritha Eswaran will have the white pieces against Irina Crush. Anna Zatonsky will play against Martha Samadashvili. And Carissa Yip will square off against Jennifer Yu starting on October 21st. The U.S. Women's Championship is always one of the most exciting events that we hold here in St. Louis, so don't forget to tune in. Now, introducing Garry Kasparov, it's an honor that never gets old. The 13th World Chess Champion, Kasparov has been a force both on and off the board. His contributions to the game go far beyond the novelties, sacrifices, and other over-the-board achievements to his credit. Garry Kasparov is the driving force behind the Grand Chess Tour and continues to be one of the game's greatest ambassadors. Please welcome legendary world champion Garry Kasparov.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2020 US Chess Championships. I wish we could all be there together in St. Louis in person. I'm sure we all wish we could be just about anywhere in person. But of course, St. Louis has a special place in the hearts of every chess player. Thanks to Rex and Jeanne Sinquefield, the Chess Club and Scholastic Center of St. Louis has turned their home city into the global chess capital. and the United States into a global chess powerhouse. This year, the US Championships, all of them, girls, seniors, and the Opens, take another bold step into the new world of prestigious online rapid events. When my website hosted the first online super tournament 20 years ago, it was considered a strange spectacle. But this generation of players grew up with online chess, usually before they ever saw a wooden chessboard. Just watch out for those mouse sleeps, guys. I can say from painful personal experience. Chess has always adapted to the times, which is why it is still popular after 1,000 years and despite increasing competition for our attention. When I was growing up in Baku in the 60s and 70s, there wasn't much else to do other than chess. Today, we're seeing a new generation embrace new technology, and chess is reaching a whole new audience. But to my ear, Naka is streaming and twitching sounds like maybe caught a disease even worse than COVID. So call me an old traditionalist, but I hope to see everyone back OTB or over the board soon in St. Louis. Until then, best of luck to all the players and their internet providers.
The first national event that we ever held here in St. Louis was, in fact, the U.S. Chess Championship. You know, that year was so amazing. It was 2009. We had 24 players. We had a great arbiting staff. We had commentary that was audio only. We were really flying by the seat of our pants. But I think what made it such a great event is realizing how amazing this chess community is. You know, bringing all of these people to St. Louis, it's really like an extended family for us here. And so we're really proud to be able to continue that tradition this year. The U.S. Championship will kick off on October 26th and features a $150,000 prize fund. I mean, whenever I say a star-studded field in those previous events, just pump the brakes there, because here we have some super grandmasters, including Wesley So, Grandmaster Lenier Dominguez, the reigning U.S. champion, Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura, Grandmaster Jeffrey Zhang, Grandmaster Sam Sevian, Grandmaster Ray Robson, Grandmaster Darius Spears, Grandmaster Sam Sevian, Grandmaster and St. Louis resident Alex Lenderman, the reigning U.S. junior champion, Grandmaster Awonder Liang, the wildcard pick for this event, Grandmaster Alejandro Ramirez, and the winner of the U.S. Open, Grandmaster Elshan Mordiabadi. You know, and for our final walk down memory lane, let's take a look at what happened in the U.S. Championship in 2019.
12 of the strongest chess players in America are hungry and ready to fight to the bitter end in the 2020 U.S. Chess Championship. Over the course of 11 rounds, these competitors will battle for prize money totaling $150,000. In 2019, Hikaru Nakamura took home a remarkable 5th title.
Yeah, I mean, I think this one was really difficult because I had so many games that I felt were must-win, and I found a way to win every single one of them.
But with past champions Wesley So and Sam Shanklin leading a powerful cadre of chess warriors, it's anyone's guess who will win this year's championship.
And for our final drawing of lots, we decided to take an analog approach in this digital world. So let's take a look at what pairing numbers the players drew.
So this is the version of the drawing of lots that hopefully is not as simple as finding a URL and clicking on it. So let's recreate the wheel. So gentlemen, this is the 2020 US Championship drawing of lots. And again, we'll start with the defending champion, Hikaru Nakamura. Hikaru, if you can go ahead and choose a piece and a color, please.
For white rook.
So we're gonna go with a white rook. And that is a queen, which is actually number 12. So Wesley, if you can choose the next one, please.
Yeah, I'll have the black pawn.
Black pawn. The black pawn is actually number 6. I hope I see that. Right. And Lenia, if you can choose the next one, please.
White knight.
White knight. And that is number 1. Jeffrey, if you can go ahead and choose the next one, please.
White bishop.
White bishop. And that is number 4. Sam, if you can go ahead and choose the next one, please.
I'll take the black king, please.
So black king.
Yes, please.
And that is actually number 10. Ray, you're next, please.
White queen.
White queen. And that is number 5. Sam Sevian, please.
Black rook.
Black rook. Probably number 2. And Darius Schwartz, if you can choose the next one, please.
Black queen.
Black queen. And that's the jack, which is number 11. Alex Lenderman, please.
White pawn.
White pawn. And that is pairing number 7. A wonder.
Black knight.
Black knight. And that is pairing number 9. And Alejandro, please.
Black bishop.
Black bishop. And that's pairing number 8. And Elshan, the last one for you is the white king.
Thank you. The only guy can say thank you is me.
And that's pairing number 3. Thank you, gentlemen, for your understanding. And that concludes the drawing of lots for the US Championship.
You can watch these juggernauts battle it out beginning on October 26th. We will begin round 1 promptly at 1 p.m. Central Time. And let's take a look at what those round 1 pairings will be. All right. Actually, it's going to be a surprise for everyone. We'll make sure that we get the pairings for the U.S. Championship Round 1 posted on uschesschamps.com. Here we go. Let's take a look at what the Round 1 pairings are. We'll start off with Grandmaster Lenier Dominguez against Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura. Sam Sevian will have the white pieces against Darius Svirts. Elshan Moradiabadi will square off against Sam Shanklin, while Jeffrey Zhang is paired against a Wonder Liang. Ray Robson starts with white against Alejandro Ramirez, and we wrap up with Wesley So as white against Alex Lenderman. Don't forget, all of that action begins October 26th with our great commentary team on uschesschamps.com. So next up, really, I'd like to ask the players some questions. We put out some social media feelers and we asked for questions from our chess media and from fans and audience members alike out there. So I'll start off and maybe just pick on a couple of players and ask some questions. I'd like to begin with Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura, the reigning U.S. champion. Hikaru, I mean, this year you have blown up on Twitch, just like some of the seniors were mentioning. It's a different world from whenever they were playing chess. How much do you attribute your recent Twitch success to the COVID pandemic lockdown and the fact that everybody's just yearning for more and more content like this?
Yeah, well, first of all, I would like to give a big shout out to most of the people who are playing in the seniors, because I played against many of them when I was younger and I was growing up. Like people like Joel, Larry, Dimitri. I played them many times when I was younger. I think a lot of my success in improving as a chess player is due to playing against players like them. So first, they deserve a lot of credit for all they did for American chess. In terms of Twitch and growing the community for chess online, I think certainly COVID played a big role. But I think more than anything, you have to realize there are a lot of people who've been exposed to chess throughout their lifetime. And the fact that many people had more time where they were at home, they had more time to rediscover their loves and things that they enjoyed when they were younger, I think played a big role. And so a lot of people flocked to the internet. They saw the chess content that I was providing along with other streamers, and I think they enjoyed it. And I'm just really glad there's so many people who have rekindled their love and their interest in the great game of chess.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hikaru. My next question that I have is for Irina Krush, Grandmaster, many-time U.S. Women's Champion. I don't have the number off the top of my head. 7, I think it is, or something at this point, Irina. You know, you're one of the folks here, unfortunately, who actually did suffer through COVID. You were infected early on in the pandemic. Can you tell me what it was like and what your recovery has been since then?
Yeah, that's a long story, Tony. I mean, you know, it's hard. It was hard to breathe. It was hard to breathe. It was a lot of, you know, chest pain. It was just hard to, I mean, yeah, I don't really want to talk about it too much. But I mean, I feel good enough to play. I mean, yeah, of course, I still have a lot of these remaining symptoms, and you know, who knows when they'll go away. But definitely looking forward to just thinking about something else and playing chess in a couple of weeks.
We definitely wish you well and hope for a speedy recovery with no bumps in the road. So thank you so much for being the fierce competitor that you are in these events. My next question is for, let's go with Grandmaster Awander Liang. Awander is the reigning U.S. Junior Champion. Now, for those of you who aren't aware, winning the Junior Championship qualifies you to play in the next year's U.S. Championship. So Awander enters this field of 12 as one of the maybe lower rated players, and he's got a lot to prove ahead of him. Awander, can you tell me what your preparation has been like and what your hopes are for the U.S. Championship? I'm not sure that Awander can hear me, or maybe he's just being really thoughtful and coming up with a deep answer, you know, as these chess players do. They say, whenever you find a good move, sit and wait and find a better move. So maybe Awander's just coming up with a better answer than he had before. Well, in the meantime, maybe we can move along. I would like to ask, maybe, let's go with Alice.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to play in the U.S. Championship.
Wait,
obviously, I've been preparing just like everybody else. So I think...
I'm sorry, Awander, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm unmuted. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can. Go ahead, Awander. Yes, welcome to online. These are some of the technical glitches that come up from time to time, but that is just life during the COVID pandemic. Awander, maybe we'll come back to you in just a little bit once we have this worked out. I think I've got just one more question, and I'd like to pose it to a very young competitor in the U.S. Girls Junior Championship, Alice Lee. Alice is the wild card competitor in this event. Alice, can you tell me what you miss most about chess during the pandemic? Most about, what do you miss about over-the-board chess during this pandemic?
Can you repeat that, please?
Sure. What do you miss most about chess, real chess, over-the-board chess, I'll say, during the pandemic, since you've been kind of locked in?
Well, I'm still glad that we can play online chess, that it's there, so well, we can still play. But I guess I miss the social interactions when playing the chess.
Do you play chess with your friends in school normally, or what are some of the things that maybe you have missed out on because of the COVID pandemic?
Well, in-person chess is one thing, and another thing is, I guess it's mostly just social interactions, but at least we can still function, so it's fine right now for me.
It's true, and we will all get through this for sure. Alice, best of luck in the upcoming U.S. Girls Junior Championship. Now, everyone, it's time for me to say goodbye. I'll take a moment here and just make a personal statement. I really mean it whenever I say these players are like our extended family. Whenever the U.S. Championship and the Women's Championship were supposed to happen in April, I was sitting in my house. When the junior and the girls and the senior championship were supposed to be happening here in July, I was sitting in my house, much like all of you were. I can't wait for the day where we can all be back in person, playing chess over the board. Every time we have the national championships in St. Louis, it feels like a big extended family reunion, and I'm looking forward to being able to have that again. So let me finish things now by saying that you can always follow all the action for these major events on uschesschamps.com. We have an amazing commentary team with Grandmaster Alejandro Ramirez, Jennifer Shahadi, Yasser Sarwan, and Maurice Ashley. We'll kick things off tomorrow with the Girls Junior Championship at 1 p.m. Central Time. Don't forget to tune in, and thanks for joining us.